Unfortunate new numbers are flipping the midterm map, and you can feel it shifting beneath your feet. In this video, you're going to see exactly why Republicans may be on the verge of rewriting political history after President Trump's State of the Union address, and now the confidence Americans feel after taking out the Iranian regime. And guys, this is not just about polling, it's about the collective memory of the American people. It is about performance. It is about whether voters believe what they are seeing in their own bank accounts. However, the political class does not want to admit what these numbers really mean. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to RPW Media, where we cut through the noise and tell you what's really going on. So here is what just happened. Republicans are not just holding steady after President Trump's State of the Union address. They are advancing. The latest Harvard-Harris poll shows something that has Washington insiders quietly panicking. Among likely midterm voters, the country is now evenly split. Now, that may not sound dramatic right now, but it is. Here's why. In January, Democrats had an 8-point advantage. 54% said they would vote Democrat. 46% chose Republican. Well, that gap has vanished. Guys, that was only January. It's March. In politics, momentum is everything. And what we're seeing right now is real momentum. History usually punishes the party in the White House. Midterms tend to serve as a kind of correction, if you will. Only twice in our history has a president's party held both chambers of Congress during a midterm election. In 1934, FDR expanded Democrat majorities during the Great Depression. In 2002, George W. Bush gained seats after September 11th, when national unity reshaped the political landscape. Those were extraordinary moments. Most presidents lose ground, some up to 50 seats and more in a House. Listen, if you like our videos and you haven't done so already, you should become a subscriber to the channel. You can hit that notification bell and smack the like button because it helps us get our message out to more people, and you'll be notified every single time we put out a new video. And thank you. Okay, according to the poll, Trump's approval rating is steady at 46%. That number alone does not scream landslide, but when you think about all the lies and garbage that has come from liberal Democrats about this man, 46% is pretty good. But Republican approval has gone up to 48%. That is real movement. And inside the Trump administration, there is a belief that this time may not follow the script. I don't want them to get ahead of themselves, but for the country's sake, I hope that they're right. Now, James Blair, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Legislative, Political, and Public Affairs, recently laid out the case during a national radio interview, saying that Republicans can defy history in the upcoming elections and hold their majorities in Congress, pointing out that the difference is contrast. Voters remember what life looked like 2 years ago, and they see improvements now. Yeah, the improvements are slow, but they will get much stronger as time goes on. Look, 30-year mortgage rates were around 8%. Now they're under 6%. Gas averaged $5 per gallon. Now it sits below $2.50 per gallon. Real wages are increasing faster than inflation, something we didn't see under Biden. Under Joe Biden, real wages fell by $3,000 per year as inflation climbed faster than paycheck growth. Now, Blair described that period as an economic crisis that Republicans inherited and are now reversing because Democrats have chosen their word. The word is affordability. They tested it, they polished it, they focus grouped it. The problem is voters lived through the Biden years. During that time, prices rose sharply. Groceries, gas, rent, insurance, everything went up. They kept telling us, oh, it's only transitory. There's no inflation. But people went to the grocery store every single week and learned that there really was. Inflation did not just appear out of thin air. It came after large federal spending packages passed while Democrats controlled Washington. Americans know that pumping massive amounts of government spending into the economy contributed to inflation, which then drove up the cost of everyday life for Americans. Now, you can debate policy all day long, but voters remember what their debit card receipts looked like. Most Americans understand the simple truth. A house can burn down in just a few hours. Rebuilding it takes a year longer. Destruction moves fast. Restoration requires discipline and time. Trump said at the beginning of his second term that we are going to go through a little bit of pain for a short while, but after that, the economy is going to soar, and we are just below the horizon for that time. The same principle applies to the economy during the Biden years. Damage can happen quickly. Repair takes time. But at least we now have a president who has done everything he can to repair the damage that was done. Just remember this. If the Democrats take either house of Congress, everything Trump has done so far will be for nothing, because the Democrats are already telling us that they don't want America to be great again. They want to kill the economy so long as it hurts Trump and the MAGA movement. They are literally telling us that. Just listen to them. And here's the question nobody wants to ask out loud. Are voters responding to personality, or are they responding to performance? I say that we should never think that a member of Congress is your friend. They are not your friend. They work for you. You can't look at personality, guys. You have to base everything upon results. At the same time, Democrats are pushing the affordability message. The country has experienced what amounts to a third government shutdown in just over a year after Trump returned to office. And each shutdown was caused by Democrats. And what is amazing is that they don't even try to argue that it's not their fault convincingly. They blatantly went out of their way to do things to cause the government to shut down, thinking that the majority of Americans would blame the president. But that hasn't been the case. The government remains partially shut down. The Department of Homeland Security, for example, is operating without congressional appropriations. Key security functions have had to be halted. Thousands of federal employees are working without pay, all thanks to the shenanigans of the Democrats. Now think about this. If Republicans can maintain this trajectory, they are not just hoping to survive history. They are positioning themselves to rewrite it for us. So here is the bright upside. If voters are truly responding to results over rhetoric, then politics becomes less about slogans and more about results, about outcomes. That benefits the country. All right, so tell me what you think in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.